Hey, good morning, I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. This is a random specific for someone. I'm trying to sound like chipper and upbeat, but this is really miserable. Let me not beat around the bush here. Okay, A, this marriage is over. B, it's causing a lot of anxiety and almost a panic attack, and just so somebody gave someone chance after chance after chance. Or just recently somebody took someone back who swore that it was going to be different, and they swore that they had changed. And so you gave them another chance, and it was almost like worse than last time. Oh my god. Also, I'm riding the struggle bus with my nails today also. If you could just ignore that, that would be great. There was somebody else. If this is already said and done and you just want some clarity on a few things that didn't make sense, justice. Yeah. If it's justice for you to find out what was going on, that's what's going to happen. If it means justice for you to be made whole in a situation in the courts with the Hierophant and the world, this isn't just a relationship ending. This is a commitment, and there were papers, and you got to sign some more papers, and you have no idea where you're going to go from here, and you got thrown totally off balance. So there's the broken heart, there's the wasted time, there's the wasted energy. There's the realization that there was dirty tricks here. That someone, I don't know if somebody went through someone's phone, or if you just got a phone call, or if you happen to see someone somewhere where they were not supposed to be one day when they were supposed to be at work, and you see their car at the club, like that particular kind of club that's super sexy, do you know what I mean? At 7 in the morning, I'm going to leave it there. But this is not okay. Whatever happened, this is absolutely not okay. And the fact that you gave them another chance, whoever this is, this person made a lot of bad choices. This person makes a lot of bad choices. And if you have children, you just kind of have to, this is one of those tough love messages, I think, in tarot, where I'm like, what? Is that even helpful to say? But it's just saying that you have to make a head over heart decision here. And be the bigger person, at least just for now, as you sit in this realization, which is going to be painful and it's going to hurt. But it's also going to feel really good when you realize that there was a blessing in disguise here. Because this person didn't just make bad choices with how they spent their money. I think they're kind of chipping away at your security. And you were letting a lot go. Because in your head you think, okay, well, marriage is a compromise, right? I compromise, you compromise. But where was the compromise on their side? I don't see that here. Let me pull some more cards. I don't mean to yell. I feel so frustrated right now. I feel so frustrated. There's something about this other woman. There's another, what's my... Ooh. Okay. Oh boy. This person has a rude awakening. Whoever they left or cheated with or decided that they were going to entertain someone outside. I feel like they were playing games. It was all a game to them. They didn't consider your heart. I mean, they consider your heart to be a game. I think everything's a game to this person. I think that they had something very traumatic happen. If I'm trying to be fair to both sides here, although they're wrong. I'm going to say they're wrong. And nothing about what they did is okay. Okay? But if you want to understand the mind of this person, it's like the body of an adult, but the mind of a child. Like a naughty little toddler that gets away with everything, that can cry when they get caught and end up with a lollipop instead of being punished. So that's a clue for their personality. I feel like something just happened in their childhood where it was an arrested development situation where, you know, if something very traumatic happened, maybe they lost a parent or they were witness to a parent dying or a suicide or something like that, a car wreck, and whatever it was, or they were actually abused, something, it kind of stopped their development. So they were never able to properly develop into a functioning adult. Okay, so I think that you knew that about this person, and I think that you stepped into the role of mother here to this person and gave them this incredible light and this incredible rock that they could hold on to in the storm of life, you know, but then they compartmentalized their wants and their needs and their fantasies. And whoever they are, they're very beautiful or they're very alluring. You know, like I was saying, maybe they're older in age, but they're young at heart always. And they get a lot of attention and they love a lot of attention. And this person didn't know how to be the mate that you wanted them to be, but they played the part. I'm trying to figure out. I feel like they had love for you. Like, I know they have love for you. It's not just they were using you. That's not it. 10 of Cups, King of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. I feel like their contribution, if anything, was maybe monetary. And if there's a sunken fallacy here, on your side, it's that you both were working towards this stability and this future. And if you had children, you love your children and you never wanted to be the parent that you had, or that was in their head. So while they didn't understand how to be a functioning adult in this relationship, they wished that they could be. In their fantasy, in their head they were. So I think this person has kind of created a safe little bubble around them in which they live this kind of fantasy role where they're the good guy, you know, they're the protagonist, and whether or not they get their way, you're their friend or their enemy, and then that's how they treat you for the rest of the day. Whether they're right or wrong. It's like a toddler mentality. And so they decided, you know, I don't even think they decided. I don't think they thought this through. And what's interesting here is we have the Tower for them with play ball. So they're about to get caught up. These little games, oh God, it's like that Jewel song from the 90s, you guys. What is shit? These foolish games are breaking my heart, and your thoughtless words are tearing me apart, I think. So it's not just that they broke your heart, it's that they were kind of callous and cruel about it. Like it didn't matter. Like throwing this relationship away didn't matter. But you have to understand they didn't realize that they were throwing it away and they thought you were always going to be there. Like they got really comfortable in this role of the one that gets to have fun and you're the one that has to be the grown-up. Or you're the one that has to be mom. And if you settled into the role of it's kind of matriarch here in the relationship, that's not sexy. That's not sexy. And you started to feel unsexy. And then they started to kind of treat you that way. And there's this other person. So I wanted to say that. I give you a quick reassurance that this was a blessing in disguise because this person's entire life is about to crumble under their feet. This relationship, in quotes, it's not even that. I can't even call it that. Like it's a joke. It's not a joke because it's not funny because this person ruined their life and they ruined a chance with a soulmate, with a mate, with someone who loved them unconditionally, even their quirks, and understood that part about their past that made them a little unsteady and a little insane and a little squirrely and a little bit like a ferret, running around and making messes and sometimes being aggressive for no reason and sometimes sleeping when they need to be working and sometimes, I don't know, fighting with the kids like they're one of the kids and you're like, why am I the only adult in this household right now? So that's a clue. But everything's about to come crashing down for this person because whoever they were cheating with and stepped out with was not who they thought they were. I'm getting like big time Google witch vibes, little girls that think they're witches and they look up spells on the internet and accidentally, call in demonic entities and then ride that wave until they go insane and lose everything. Well, this person's losing everything already. I think this was a quick lesson, a quick, hard lesson for them in which they realize what they've lost, when they realize what they've stepped away from, and when they realize how this immature state of mind got them tripped up by a witch who was playing games, playing dark, dangerous games with magic. That's a no-no, by the way. You can do whatever you want to yourself. You can cast all the spells on yourself you want for love and self-improvement or finding the right one. But what you cannot do is interfere with somebody else's will. You don't get to, cast spells on someone else. Love spells, putting someone's name in. That's not okay. It's a trick, it's a trap, it's a monkey on your back. I'll say it a million times here. So whoever this person was, they were doing a love spell on your person. And they really thought they were going to get away with it. It's interesting because I have this little scribble sometimes, that I... from an old job, obviously. Here, I'm trying to use all my old pads, but... I didn't know what this... It's starting to make sense. It was like, Ursula loves money. Ursula's outside. Be careful out here. Be careful out here, Ursula. Ursula, like the Little Mermaid. Shout out to Hailey Bailey, by the way. But Ursula, like in real life, is outside of your life, or just outside of your... Or if there's like a witch in your neighborhood and you didn't know who they're cheating with, and it's like, he would never... It's like if you look like Hailey Bailey and this guy's cheating on you with Ursula. Like, what? It's because they were doing all this like hoodoo and voodoo and they got them... Just got them caught up. They got them tripped up. Ooh. And they're about to see this person's true face. This person, whoever this, and this would be like this, Ursula... Okay, so a clue is maybe Ursula looks like they have a lot of money and this person, your person, well, not your person anymore, is about to find out that they don't. that that was an act, or that this person cheated with their like rich husband or something, and the rich husband is going to divorce them, and then you're going to divorce them if you haven't already, and like I said, you're going to be made whole in the courts of law, right? And this person's all caught up in this it's super demonic, whatever this other woman, I use woman in quotes, a real woman would never do that. Real women are magic. They don't have to do magic. That's something that like jealous men did back in the day, and then it just got perpetuated over, and I'm not going to get into it. You don't have to do all that. This person is trying to cause chaos, and if there were some strange things that were happening, poltergeist like happenings, it was them and their little friends. It was this Ursula person. And so what I meant to say is that this was it's unfortunate for you, but you'll be okay. You're going to be okay. These two, Ursula and the one that cheated on you with them, they're not going to be okay ever again. Like ever again. And they're going to be stuck with each other. So they're going to be stuck with each other and broke, because Ursula's husband or whatever is going to take everything and leave them with nothing, because there's proof. There's proof of the cheating. There's proof of the black magic, and it's about to be exposed. So if there's no problem with dealing with this person in court, and that's not it, it's literally that you're going to be vindicated publicly. And it's like, if there was anything that didn't make sense, if there were any answers that remain unanswered, here you go. It's a gift from your higher power here. So the blessing in disguise was that this person could never be there for you in the way that you need. So it's the end of this marriage. It's time to move forward with grace and dignity. It's time to move forward with grace and dignity. You still have your dignity, and that's more than I can say for your ex, or soon-to-be ex, and Ursula the Sea Witch over here, which seems to be just outside your door somehow. So if it's in the neighborhood, it's that. If it's your friend, and we're talking archetypes here, which this would be like that. If you're into astrology, the sign would be Virgo or Capricorn or Taurus. As an archetype, as a person, we're talking about someone who is suffocating to be around to this person. So this person gets nagged. It's like if there was any karma where this person, if they like to have so much fun that they thought that you asking them to be a grown-up and be part of the household was nagging, oh, they ain't seen nothing yet. Like, this person is the giant black hole bitch nag of the universe. And that pretty sweet face was only just a mask. So, if you can find any joy in that, please do, and don't feel petty. That's what they get. Okay, so also, this person is just materialistic. Oh yeah, Ursula loves money. USAD. USAD. Be careful out here. So a clue would be this person pretends to be super spiritual, but they're really all about money. And you can't be both. I don't care who you listen to on YouTube. You can't be on the spiritual path and also long for more than what you would ever need. You know, long for hoarding, long for the biggest house, long for the top of the hill, long for dominance, that's a dark path. You can live on top of the hill and be down at the very bottom of a dark hole. And I think that's what this person is. So maybe, look at that. I'm trying to be fair to this person, but I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore, and I don't think you should care anymore, and I don't think you should have any sympathy for the devil here. Their life is about to fall apart. They didn't have to do that. They made the wrong decision. You don't get to use the excuse that black magic was done on me, because there's always signs from their higher power they didn't want to listen. They got so used to you being their Jiminy Cricket, their moral compass in life, that they almost stopped listening to their own higher power, their own intuition, and they had diamonds and stars in their eyes. And so that was their sin that led to them being tricked and ignoring their higher power when they were alerted to it somehow. There were red flags there somehow. There was something that told them, don't do it, don't mess with them, stay away from them, something's wrong. But there was something very, very seductive there. They were seduced. But that's their fault. That's their fault. This is a grown-up. This is not a child. So although you're very compassionate and understanding in a motherly way, in a mature way, they chose someone that is the exact opposite of that, and that is what they're going to get. So they don't get you anymore. They don't get your compassion. They don't get your strength and your fortitude and your protection, your spiritual protection. This person might know that this person is into witchcraft, but they've made it seem like they have everything in their life because of this. And they're about to learn some very, very hard lessons, and they're dragging your person along with them, which is why it's divorce time, baby. It's time to plan a divorce party. Make it great. Make it beautiful. Because this is about your freedom. And if you are already there and you're going through it, this anxiety is about to be over with the world. This chapter of your life is over. This book in the symphony that is your existence is over. And it's the world. So this is success for you. Okay, you have achieved so much by being the better person. You have leveled up so much through this heartbreak, through this misery and this pain. Spiritually, you have leveled up. Okay, because you chose compassion. You didn't choose anger. There was a moment there where you could have, or if this is happening right now, there's a moment this week where this person might want a confrontation, or they might say, ha ha, I stole your man, or something stupid, some little petty, evil, wicked, mean girl, basic BS. And you're not going to match that energy. You're going to walk away. You're going to watch your back, though. Okay, watch your back. Don't let this person around you. Don't let this person around your children. Burn sage. Stay prayed up. Ask your guardian angels to be there for you. If you need to if this is more serious and you need to hire a bodyguard, you can do it. They're not that expensive. Or if this person's crazy and they've already lost their mind. By the way, when you do black magic, you do eventually go insane. Every time. Every time. It just takes a little time. This person's about to lose it. They're about to go completely insane. They're going to lose their mind. They're going to lose everything. Your person's already lost everything because they lost you. They already lost you. They lose, you win. If I want to be like immature and petty, that's how they think. And they can't lose. Like in their head, I can't lose. I can never lose. But they did. And so that's not reality. And so they're living in a hellish vortex of their own making. this imaginary world where they win even though they made the wrong decisions and they hurt the wrong one. They hurt the right one. So in that way, they hurt the wrong one. Put a protective spell around your house. Burn sage around your house. Ask for protection from your guardian angels and meet them halfway with taking lots of nice salt baths. Cleanse yourself. If you feel dirty around someone or someone's energy is weird or they have a weird look in their eye, that's a clue. Stay away. Don't make any excuses. Your spiritual, emotional, and physical protection is your priority. Okay, they've made their bed, now they're going to sleep in it. Period. They chose money over true love. They chose power. Maybe this person's very good at glamour spells. They look, it's like the vampires in that vampire show, where they can make someone fall in love with them. They can make themselves appear to be bigger, more beautiful, more richer, more sparkly, more interesting. Just the facade is about to just crumble off. Crumble off. And it's a horror show. This is not a love story. This isn't a sexy side piece story. This is The Shining. This is The Shining. So, congratulations on making it out of this alive. Do protective spells. Like I said, you can do whatever you want to protect yourself, meaning do the right thing. Stay in compassion, but compassion for yourself. You've been compassionate enough for this person, and they chose Ursula the Sea Witch. So that's where they're going to have to sleep. And it's not nice, clear, clean water. It's murky. It's swampy. There's all sorts of dead, rotting creatures under this person's feet. And I'm sorry to say it, but this person that you loved is just going to be another carcass under their feet. Like that creature, I don't even want to call her a woman, is like a cockroach. She'll scurry off and find someone else to vampire off of. And you're not going to give this person another chance. It's like you did the 22 chances, no 23. Once you hit 22, they are dead to you. This person just needs to be dead to you right now. And if it's a co-parenting thing, no, you need to keep your kids away from them, because if they're around this person who's doing black magic, they're calling like demonic jinn into their world, you need to keep your children away from that. Okay, that is as dangerous as having them around some sort of a pedophile or something. Someone who's messing with black magic and who is slowly going crazy. No. So your protection, your children's protection, if you need to get a court order, if you're going through it right now, just make it through these next couple of days. This anxiety is going to kind of melt like butter on a warm day when you start to see everything fall apart. And if there are any questions you had, you won't have them anymore. Okay, this was a random specific, and I'm getting to 30 minutes here, so I'm going to leave it there. But this is a pat on the back, and I wish I could give you a hug, because I know this isn't, like, just someone that you met. This isn't just someone that you used to know, and it's like they changed you forever, and you changed them forever. But it's time to say goodbye. Close the book. That is your success story. That is your hero's journey, okay? Okay, I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. And I'm sorry, but if this person ends up in the gutter, it's not your job to remove them. It's their karma. It's those hard lessons that their own guardian angels are kind of standing around them with their hands on their hips like, you should have listened to her, or you should have listened to him, or you should have listened to us. Anyone but Ursula. He should have listened to anyone but Ursula, and that's who he listened to. And just because he's destroying his life or her life, and this can go both ways, there are warlocks out there that, seduce wives too. But this marriage is over. No more second chances, no more 22nd, 3rd, 4th chances. Okay, their life's going downhill. They will end up in the gutter. They are starting to do drugs together. And the combination of black magic and drugs equals Satanism, equals insanity, equals destruction. Whether it's tomorrow or next year, guaranteed outcome, insanity, destruction. And you deserve everything beautiful in the world. Okay, you deserve everything beautiful. Never forget that. If there's anything that makes you feel weird, pay attention. Listen to your intuition. Okay, I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.